Yo, so we have another video for you, and this is about Jay-Z and Beyonce. So people a bit baffled that they taking out mortgages, and between them both, they were probably worth like 2-3 billion. Well, according to here, Beyonce and Jay-Z borrow 100 million to fund lavish lifestyle, despite 3 billion fortune. Netizens are they broke? They people are confused. We're gonna see if we can break this down. They're gonna try and explain it to us. So even though they are worth billions, Beyonce and Jay-Z still have to pay off huge mortgages. Reports say that the famous couple have borrowed more than 100 million to keep up their expensive lifestyle and real estate and business. Many fans are confused by the move, but experts say it's a smart financial move. Well, if you've got money, you can make money, right? If you're just dead broke, you ain't gonna make any money. Why borrow a lot of money when you have billions in net worth? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The net worth, net worth. You know what I hate about net worth? It's never accurate. It's like some so-called smart guy sits in a room and say, "Oh, he's worth this much, and he has this, and that should be valued." It's never really what its actual value at. Remember the Kardashians, Kylie, when they said she was a billionaire? Oh, her net worth was 1 billion, and like anybody with a damn good brain on them could realize that they over exaggerate this woman's net worth. I don't know why they're doing it, to inflate their egos, so she can have like a, a cover where she said, "I'm a self-made billionaire." You cannot be a self-made billionaire if you're born into riches. If I was born into a family and they're all multi-millionaires, that's giving me a leg up. Because I have resources that other people don't have. So I couldn't be self-made. Self-made if I was in the dirt and I made it to 1 billion. That's self-made. So don't need to get out of here with that. That's bullcrap. But where was I? Beyonce and Jay-Z may have a net worth. Yeah, I read that already. Okay, reports say the couple have taken out a huge mortgage on their Bel Air mansion. One is for 57.75 million from Mortgage Stanley Private Bank, and the other is for 52.8 million from Goldman Sachs. The loans add up to more than 110 million as per report. Oh boy, oh boy, that's crazy, man. The total exceeds 500,000 even before considering property taxes. For most people, these numbers would be hard to picture, but for the Carters, they showed how hard it is to live like a billionaire. The couple's most recent borrowing spree comes just 2 years after they bought a Malibu estate for 200 million. Which is said to be the most expensive home ever sold in California. The Bel Air mansion, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, on the other hand, hasn't sold yet to cover the cost, so they still have a huge ongoing cost as per report by the richest. The real estate holdings, which include Malibu, Bel Air, and the Hamptons property, are worth more than 400 million in total. The number doesn't even include other investments and global assets that are linked to their names as per report by the richest. Why is this a good financial decision? It seems strange at first. The billionaires who borrow hundreds of millions of dollars, but money experts say that the couple plan might be on purpose. Beyonce 43 and Jay-Z 55 can get more than 100 million in cash by borrowing against their properties, even though the interest payments could be more than 60 million over 30 years. Boy, man, so if Jay-Z's 55, let's say he was 50, that's just 50, 60, 70, 80. So by the time he's 80, he's going to be in debt to 60 million. That's not going to happen though, but man, putting that money somewhere else could give you much better returns. If For instance, the 110 million were to be put into a S&P 500 and earn an average of 8% a year, it could grow to more than 1 billion in 30 years, as reports the richest. Even though they owe a lot of money, the couple is still one of the richest people in the entertainment history. Though music, touring, and big business stakes in Champagne, Kanye, Tidal was a flop, and Rock Nation, Jayz became the first hip hop billionaire. Whoever heard that before? Ray? We're the Billionaire Boy Club. Who remember that? Who remember when Tyrese pops on like, he's a billionaire? Jay's rich. He's very, very rich. But he wasn't a billionaire. But you know, then you had Kanye West. He sits down there like, I'm a billionaire. Like, no, Kanye, you're not worth a billion. It's very sad. I remember way back in, this must have been 2006, they were saying these guys, Jay-Z and Beyonce, were worth a billion. I sat down like, Jay-Z is rich, but he wasn't worth a billion. Between Jay-Z and Beyonce, I mean, they will get there, and you know, but this was 2006, so I was sitting down there like, yeah, I'm sitting down there in my in the car park listening to the radio, and I'm like, you know, I don't really think so. Let's see. Hip hop billionaires. Beyonce had made more than 800 million through her music empire. Ivy Park brand. Ivy Park. That the Adidas brand that no one bought. Whatever. Okay, yeah. And high-paying endorsements, as per report by the richest. I know. I don't know what the Ivy Park. There's one purple thing that there was. No one bought it. It was a collaboration with Beyonce and Adidas, and they were trying to like push it onto people like, this is the new Adidas, everyone's gonna be wearing it. And no one really bought it. Tried to get Serena Williams. They got Serena Williams to wear it and some other celebrities, but it wasn't really being pushed by. I mean, I looked at it and thought like, it looks okay, I guess. You know, when nothing like blowing the lid off of me like, wow, I need to buy this. Nah. A most recent financial move shows that the billionaires use debt as a tool to grow their wealth, not just to keep their lavish lifestyle. Let me just evaluate this. Like, I live in a house. I bought it in cash. That's my business out there, okay? And the reason why I did that, because the world is unpredictable. Okay? You live on the planet Earth and anything can happen. You know, I do videos on YouTube and something can happen where I can't make videos anymore. You know? And so YouTube could change up, you know. I was doing certain things on YouTube and it's all changed now. The landscape's changed. I can barely make any views on YouTube. It's hard out there. You know, everything's like, for now, a lot of people who changed, everything's like Mr. B said. You've got a lot of other small, bigger YouTubers. They can't get the views. Some of them can, some of them can't. And, you know, they're all collaborating together, doing these collab channels. And that's no shade on people doing collab channels. I'm just saying, I don't know. I looked at things, I think, why is everyone doing this? It's because the views have just shrunk down. You know, everyone's jumping into other people's videos. That's how they keep themselves alive, have the views keep going. It's to do like Mr. Beast type stuff. Or you have to do what's famous now, live streaming. Used to be like Kai Cenat, used to live stream, man. So everyone's doing that. That's the new thing, live streaming. And now even that one is becoming a bit really hard to get into. But I bought my house in cash because I knew how unpredictable YouTube can be. Could be an apocalypse. And how predictable the world can be. And I'm glad I did that, because I'm in a situation now where I'm looking like, whoa, how are we going to pay for everything if we had a mortgage? But right now we're in a situation where we good. You know, we just keep the lights on. The house is paid for. But with someone like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they, unless there's some sort of like conspiracy with Rock Nation, and we start finding out some real dirt between Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Meg The Stallion. If something really came out the dirt and it blew the lid off of everything, and it affected Jay-Z's career financially, then these loans will be a problem. You know, if they had like a Diddy problem where, you know, some weird conspiracy came out, like he was, I don't know, like he was doing stuff with kids, that's never happened, but I'm just saying. That would destroy Jay-Z's career, and all these loans, where they were happy to take off loans because they know in the future they could pay them off in no time. But a normal person, they wouldn't dare do things like this. You know, this is dangerous. But they always have passive income from record sales and all sorts. So they're good. They can do these things. That's how the rich get richer. But a normal person can't do this. That's all I need to say. And that's where I put myself in a situation. I'm not them. I look out for myself. I can't, just take out giant mortgages. Well, I could, but I don't want to put myself in a situation where I have to pay back the interest and all this. They say, oh, you put this and this and that. No. These people are rich, but their money's tied up into other things. So the money's going around in a circle. And then what they do, they take a little bit of the money out from it spiraling out, going around in the circle, the money goes round, and they got a couple of main sources of income. And this is what I'm trying to say. If those sources of income break or get destroyed, that's it for them. They're doomed. They are doomed. It's like, let's say you was Diddy. Your main source of income was like drinks. It weren't like music anymore. And people were like, we're not messing with your drinks anymore. He is screwed. Because no one listened to his music and no one buying his drinks. And his main source of real passive income was the drinks. So someone like Beyonce and Jay-Z, Beyonce, I think it would probably be music. I don't know. Tidal seems like, I don't even know if he still has Tidal. I think he may have sold it. I can't remember. Yeah. And I think Jay-Z's trying to go into something like, I think he's trying to build casinos. So a lot of money to invest into these projects. Cause the money just going round. Cause I had jobs where I had things coming. I had like tens of thousands coming in, and the money was just going around in circles. But I always took a couple thousand out, and I took for myself. But then I reinvested back into the company, until things got a bit. I started. When you start to see cracks in what you're doing, that's when you just jump ship. And I took my money and jumped ship. But as for the same, Beyonce, Jay-Z, they're cool for now, unless something pops up, which, from what I can see, they're very quiet. Unless they're very quiet. Apart from the elevator thing, where you saw him getting his ass whooped in the elevator. Apart from that, they seem like they are doing pretty well. But anyway, yeah, that's enough for me. I'm out. See you in the next video if you like what I'm talking about.